Self-esteem and self-confidence is always performance-based, right? It's always works-based. So your self-esteem goes up when you're productive, when you're doing well, when you become happier, when you have money, right? And then it goes down based off of if you are lazy, if you're, complacent, if you're not achieving certain accolades, whatever. So self-esteem will always be tied to performance. God-esteem is always tied to position. It's a different P, right? Performance and position. So positionally, God has made you holy, sanctified, and righteous, not because you did well, but because he did well, and because he sent Jesus to die for your sins. So if you pull from that, that will never change. So it allows you to overcome everything, right? Even if you're struggling with anxiety or depression or loneliness, if you can pull from God's power that, hey, I'm sanctified, I'm righteous, I'm holy, even though I'm this way, God doesn't throw me away, then it actually gives you like a boost in your self-esteem. Every time I reflect back, because, the enemy tries to give me thoughts like, Johnny, you're a gang member. You're not qualified to preach. You can't help other people. If they really knew who you were and you did all these evil things, would they even mess with you or support you the same? But right then and there, I think about my God who died for me. And I'm like, oh, well, even though I was like that, he still sent Jesus for someone like that, which is me. And so it means right there through the action that he loves me and he accepts me, even if the whole world doesn't validate me, even if other people from my past bring up my past, right? It's like the only one that matters is God and his judgment, and it frees me from everything. The mantra of the world is literally believe in yourself. You are the master of your own destiny. You make things work, right? We have the motivational speakers of the world. And what do they tell you? They don't be like, believe in God. They're always like, trust in yourself. I think it's cultivated as a kid too. I remember in kindergarten there was like a monkey that was like hanging on, there was like a cutout and it was pointing at you. And it's like, believe in yourself. You can do it. And it's like, dang, like at a young age, you're already getting served and drip fed, if you will, right? This mentality of like self idolatry, and that's what a man is. You got to provide, and you got to be the breadwinner, and it's all that. And I'm not saying all those things are bad, but if you build your identity around that, it would make sense why you live like a roller coaster. Because what if you can't provide? What if you're just not as good? What if you're lacking in certain things? What if you made some decisions back then and you didn't get out of it? And now you're pulling all of your self-worth from that. And then you're assuming that identity. You're always going to be sad. You're always going to be miserable. There's just no way. You're not going to get out of it.